Dear all monks or nuns and all practitioners, for the meditation or motivation or thought, we need to maintain the practice, maintain the doubt that we should take the birth and death seriously, have a thought of taking the birth and death seriously. So if we don't have this thought, we may not have a strong belief in the mind and not strong in the practice. Because our habits, the habits within the mind and the body, for the body, because of birth, old age, sickness, and death, and it keeps changing all the time. The mind is doing that all the as well. So the birth and death for the body and the mind is really making us having a lot of obstacles. So we should have a thought of taking birth and death seriously. So if we want to keep this thought, we need to strengthen the belief in our own mind. And we need to participate in a Dharma discussion so we can have the right mind, proper teaching, proper advice so that we can keep the practice going. So we need to rely on good no advisors, our Dharma friends, and the Buddha's teaching. We rely on this because of our practice, or so that we can practice right, and we also have the right right view. So anytime our practice is not strong, it doesn't give us any motivation. We try to go back to the Buddhist teaching, to the good no advisors' advice. So when we try to rely on the Buddhist teaching or the good no advisors, it's not to strengthen, or it's not to improve our knowledge and view, but it's for us to keep the thought of taking birth and death seriously, and to improve our belief in our own mind. But a lot of time when we read the Buddhist teaching or and we listen to the good no advisors' teaching or Dharma, then more likely we strengthen or improving our knowledge and view, and then that will make us become more arrogant. So we try to be diligent in the practice, as well as in the as well as listening to the Buddha's teaching, to the Dharma, to keep our practice going. And we try to, we need to bring forth the body mind. And the body mind, bring forth the body mind is not to have a thought of attaining or obtaining, a thought of seeking. So when we bring forth the mind, body mind, we try to be diligent in the practice and in the Dharma discussion to keep the practice going, maintain the health. So now it's time for question and answer. So anybody can bring up the questions. Namo Sakamuni Buddha. We invite Fakir to speak.
Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Con kính bạch trên thầy, quý sư cô, quý thầy, quý sư cô cùng các bạn đồng tham.
Namo Sakamuni Buddha, dear Master, all monks, nuns, and all practitioners. So you just mentioned about the thought of taking birth and death seriously. I would like to share my experience about the practice. My practice, sometimes I feel like not taking lightly about the birth and death, not taking seriously about birth and death. And I don't feel like I don't think or don't feel anything about birth and death. So sometimes I feel this way, then I try to go back listening to your Dharma talk, as well as the teaching from the patriarchs. So can you give me some advice, Namo Sakamuni Buddha? Because of our false mind, false thoughts, and because of the we don't have the right view. The right view is not clear. Everything has to do with the condition, has to do with the affinity that we are having. So if we bring forth the mind to practice, to leave our attachment, to get enlightenment, then slowly will improve in this area. So the Buddha mentioned, or the Buddha has stated, try to bring forth the body mind in a sincere way, in a sincere mind. So because of our ignorance, our discrimination mind, and a lot of times we practice, but we're not sincere about the practice, and we haven't have a thought of taking Buddha and that seriously. And sometimes we just like the appearance or the form of the practice or appearance of the environment. So sometimes we have a thought of retreat. We don't have a thought of non-retreat yet. So sometimes we so a lot of times we really want to practice, but it's not easy for us to overcome our habits, our laziness. So so we need to know our habits, and if we understand what our obstacles are, what our habits are, then we need to try to be more diligent. Otherwise, we're wasting our time. Just like a student, even though a student is very smart, but he doesn't have the environment or the right condition, and if the student has a bad habit, a lot of habits, then the students may not have the mind being diligent. So just like us, for us, we take the enlightenment, the purpose for us to practice is to get enlightenment. And for a lepton person, we have to have that purpose, have to have that thought of getting enlightenment, leave the duality, leaving the relative world, the relative realm. So for us, if we have the affinity or the condition that we encounter the Buddha Dharma as about this Dharma door, then we take this need to take this opportunity to practice, to be diligent. So for for a student or like any subject that is hard, um, the student try to be more diligent in the in studying it, try to understand the subject. So for us as a practitioner, when we know that it's hard for us to practice, then we need to try harder, try to put in a lot of efforts to practice. So if we have this mind, have this effort, and have a mind of determination, then we will keep the practice going for a long time. So if we keep the practice going consistently, if we continue to practice all the time, then we will be successful in the practice. So we have to have a strong determination about this. So for the proper Dharma, for the right view, so we have to have the mind to be the mind practice consistently, constantly. And if we keep this mind all the time, then all of our attachment or our habits, they will not give us obstacles, as much obstacles. So because our mind keep discriminate all the time, thinking about all the time, giving rise to a lot of thoughts all the time, even when we're sleeping. So we try to replace them with our practice. So we should not just any appearance or forms. We should not go after them because they're not real. And we try not to have a thought of to subdue any false thoughts, any we just have the mind of not attaching to any form, any appearance, any ideas. Should not have any attachments and not to see everything as not as a dream. Should not have any attachment. Don't accept them as they're real. So he just gave an analogy like a tree. If we try to kill the tree, then we just take uproot, take from the bottom of the tree. So just for us, when we practice, if we just focus practicing to get rid of our ignorance, and our true mind will manifest. So if we keep the practice going all the time, consistently, then we'll be successful. Try not to go after the false thoughts or any appearance, any form. So you understand my thoughts. So I understand. Thank you so much. We invite Kim Yến to speak. Namo Sakamuni Buddha, dear Master, and the assembly. It's for my mom. Namo Sakamuni Buddha, dear Master. I feel like my practice is not the way that I like it to be. I think maybe my life, maybe I think that I'm still having thought of having pleasures, having and sometimes I feel like because of my habits, I feel like this give me a lot of obstacles about practice. If you have this mind, this kind of mind, that means if you have this kind of thought, and you already understand that is bad, and for us, for this, because we have this body, and sometimes we want to eat, sometimes we want to sleep, all these habits, the habits of getting upset, all this. So because of these habits, it's still trying to give us, let's try to obstruct us from the practice. So, so for us, when we're young, it's different from when we get older, especially our attachment to the ego. When we are young, we don't have as much attachment about our ego, but when we get older, the attachment to our ego is stronger. So, because of practice, if we practice, because we have to practice, then we'll be able to recognize all these habits, all the habits, all the attachment that we are having. So all the materials that we are having, the environment or the condition that we are living in, it has to do with our blessing from previous life, or the karma that we created from our past lives. So the basic of the practice of our practice, the basic criteria that we need to have is to believe in our own mind, and also the practice. So if we have the practice, if we keep the practice going, then we will improve we will strengthen our belief in our own mind. So the masters just try to give us an analogy about the Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha. Even though he has all kind of blessing, he was living in a palace. He has everything, but because he has a thought of taking Buddha and that seriously, he was willing to let go everything. So, and he, because of this thought that he was having, and he also thought about all living beings, the sufferings of all living beings. So that's why he'll be able to let go of everything, and he be able to overcome all kind of obstacles, and he sacrificed everything to practice to get enlightenment, but he didn't leave everything behind, like ignore all his family members, but because of the kindness, the compassionate mind, he practiced not just to end suffering for himself, but to help others, have everybody, have all living beings to end sufferings, to end. So if we don't have the practice, then our habits will come out naturally. Sometimes we give rise to thoughts and saying things that is not according to our practice. It's like woolly habits. So if we keep the practice going constantly, consistently, then our habits of wanting this or that, or want to enjoy life, they may not come. So try to keep the practice going so that we can strengthen the belief in our own mind. So if we know our habits, we just try to keep the practice to prevent all these habits from coming into our mind. So the time is up. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.